injured in attacks by well-armed suspected Kuki militants at Singda Kangchup Hill Range in Imphal West today. CLP leader Okrami Bobby slams Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. R.K. Ranjan for holding Congress party accountable for current Manipur crisis. Indian Union Muslim League team of 4 members of parliament and 2 party leaders arrives in Imphal on 2-day state visit to take stock of the prevailing situation. And government extends ban on mobile data services and internet data services in Manipur for another 5 days till 3 p.m. of July 15. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm JOYSHREE USHAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. 1 Meitei youth died and another sustained injury in attacks by well-armed suspected Kuki militants at Singda, which is a part of the Kangchup Hill Range in Imphal West district today. The violence occurred between 6:30 and 7 this morning. The deceased youth is 28-year-old Saikom Sanjit Elias Subhol, son of Saikom Rocket from Uripok Achomlekai in Imphal West district. He had volunteered to guard the foothill Meitei villages in the area, which are reportedly under frequent attacks from the armed miscreants. Sanjit was shot on his upper back. The injured person is yet to be identified till the time of filing this report. It may be mentioned that Singda, Kangchup and Kadangban areas came under attacks from suspected Kuki militants since around 9 p.m. yesterday. A 26-year-old youth from Maklang in Imphal West district, Konthaujam Naubi, was injured in the attacks. He sustained injuries on his left leg, left hand and upper back and is currently undergoing treatment at RIMS Hospital. Reacting to the killing of Saikom Sanjit by suspected Kuki militants at Kangchup Chingkong, agitated mob today tried to storm the Chief Minister's bungalow in Imphal. However, personnel from Imphal West District Police intercepted the agitators near the Kwaramban market. As the irate people tried to overpower the security personnel, additional personnel from CRPF and police personnel led by Imphal East District SP rushed to contain the situation. Protesters chanted various slogans demanding relevant authorities to stop attacks on civilians, to abrogate Sioux agreement with Kuki militants and to uphold the territorial integrity of Manipur. Later, 10 representatives of Uripok Apunba Loop were allowed to go ahead and submit a 16-point memorandum to Chief Minister N. Biren. Meitei Pangal Intellectual Forum, Kwakta, today organized a sit-in against the recent attacks by suspected Kuki militants at Kwakta village in Bishnupur district. About 2,500 people took part in the protest staged at Kwakta Bazaar. They held various placards which read, "We want to live together, violence is not the solution," and chanted slogans like "Long live Manipur," "We condemn the attack at Kwakta," "We want peace." And participants also contributed money for the medical expenses of 2 Meitei Pangal children who had sustained injuries in a recent bomb blast at Kwakta. CLP leader Okrami Bobby slams Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. R.K. Ranjan for holding the Congress party responsible for the prevailing crisis facing the state. Addressing media at Congress Bhavan in Imphal today, in the presence of other Congress leaders, Okrami Bobby said as a Member of Parliament and as a Union Minister of State, Dr. R.K. Ranjan should strive towards finding solutions to the present crisis. He pointed out that instead of facilitating a meeting with Prime Minister of India and political leaders of the state, Dr. R.K. Ranjan is engaged in playing blame games. Okrami Bobby demanded the Union Minister to point out what wrongs the then Congress government had done. The CLP leader said Congress party has been working relentlessly to bring peace in the state, and it has been demanding to convene a special assembly session to discuss Manipur crisis. He added that the party had already submitted a memorandum to Manipur governor as the governor can summon an emergency assembly session.
Karamba matamda kayam thuna nongmai kapnariba nakal animakta mafam amada natraga hujik sho dum kapna ba hatna ba si dum leptri masi akoina asa tawi akoigi Manipur dagi yamna tangna phangjaba Honorable Union Minister of State Sri R.K. Ranjan Lairabanina sigumba any crisis sama lako kanda lao opposition ju ruling ju mayam lao ai appointment loge lao Honorable Prime Minister unasi lao noina haining bangkai hayo ai sumateng pangge aduga Government of India na masi serious attention nama tawbirga immediate interfere tawdraga di masidi yaroi haidra magna guide tawbirga Honorable Prime Minister oiba yai Home Minister oiba yai masi tawbigadra hairaga haujikta thograga hana Congress na haiba city aidi yamna laibak thiba yamna most unfortunate.
A team of Indian Union Muslim League consisting of 4 members of parliament and 2 party leaders arrived in Imphal on 2-day state visit today. Speaking to media upon their arrival at the Imphal International Airport, Lok Sabha MP E.T. Mohammad Bashir said the team is in Manipur to take stock of the prevailing situation so that they may raise the matter in the upcoming parliament session. He said they plan to meet with Governor Anusuya Uike and also to interact with people who are taking shelter at various relief camps. The MP was accompanied by MP K. Navaskani, Dr. MP Abdus Ahmad Samadani, Rajya Sabha MP Abdul Wahab, Indian Union Muslim League President Syed Sadiq Ali and Party Secretary Korum Anis Omar. All Manipur Muslim Organizations Coordinating Committee along with other Meitei Pangal organizations welcomed this 6-member delegation. Amukok President S.M. Jalal expressed hope that the visit by delegation of Kerala-based political party to violent hit Manipur will contribute in bringing a solution to the present crisis, and he also urged people for cooperation.
Because the parliament is also going to start so that we can understand what is the real development. Well, we are getting a lot of newses. So we also thought that it's better to understand the ground reality. In order to find out that, actually we are here.
We are also very happy, and we are also giving a simple hospitality to the honorable MPs for coming here in this turbulent situation in order to give a heartiest great message to the people of Manipur regarding the peace and harmony in the state of Manipur. And we hope it will help to bring a peaceful coexistence in the state of Manipur.
Ban on mobile data services and internet data services are further extended for another 5 days till 3 p.m. of July 15 in Manipur. Home Department Commissioner T. Ranjit Singh, in the name of Manipur Governor, issued an order to this effect today to prevent any disturbances of peace and public order in the state, as there is an apprehension that some anti-social elements might use social media for transmission of images, hate speeches and hate video messages inciting sentiment of the public that might have serious repercussions for the law and order situation in the state. The order says internet ban is not applicable for those who have already been specifically exempted by the government and may be exempted subsequently, an internet lease line on a case-to-case basis as permitted by the competent authority. Veteran politician Okram Joy demands Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly to declare the response to the show cause notice served to the 10 Kuki MLAs for demanding a separate administration. The veteran politician also demanded to convene an emergency session of Manipur Legislative Assembly to decide the fate of the 10 MLAs. Briefing media at Manipur Press Club today, Joy said the MLAs who had demanded a separate administration cannot approach the court as per Article 363 of the Indian Constitution, but the matter requires a political solution.
Kulai Fire Manipur Lal Hogani, Manipur Lal Horga Akwiki, Kuki Tongan, separate administration of Tangan Havasi, Masi Ontona, a Tabada, Waba Miam, Punamagi, Tamai Songa, Wadu Wapamoy. Ada Masima Akwiki, Baro Sarkana Daika, Hoi, Kanamba, Kangu, Kanamba, Kufu, and I am democratic manner the protest of by Sisane. Adubu, Mapandi Lakola, Ni Aga Manipuda Lal Tarak Privacy, am the Honadi, Masidi, Amaram Daraga Manipuda Tarakolam Nati, Barot Ki Matak Tobolani, and the Sigma film Dangasi Wavda, Barot Ki Rilaiva, Akwiki, Sasona, the Minagali Topa, Nemikudi Mi Sivaganda, Tawaina, Matuta, the Wahipsi Ontona, Akwida Awava no White of Wafamoy. Assembly ji Pakitan Gumji, Assembly the Gari MLA Punamana, Hariba, Quigi, Cookie, Hiki Lady, Quig Watoki, and Tina Kanavatai, Manipur Sarkanasu, Mayam Assembly go in a high, Assembly go by special session, I motor, emergency, no Yadavani.
National Secretary of RPI Atawale, Maheshwar Thanawjam, expressed concerns over cookies playing victim card and portraying the prevailing Manipur violence as clash between Hindus and Christians or between the Meiteis and the tribals to achieve their aspiration of a separate administration. He expressed the same in a recent discussion program on Max Maharashtra channel. Maheshwar said when violence erupted in Churachandpur on May 3, cookies burnt down houses of both Meitei Hindus and Meitei Christians. Therefore, the clash is not related to any religion. Rather, it was a planned attack by the Kuki militants. He also refuted the false propaganda that majority Meiteis are carrying out attacks on minority Kukis. Expressing disappointment over the failure of both state and central governments in handling the over 2-month-long conflict, Maheshwar questioned whether Manipur is still a state of India. Meanwhile, Vinod Nikalje, Northeast in charge of RPI Tawale, who was also part of the discussion, calls for abrogation of the suspension of operation agreement with Kuki militants to restore peace and normalcy in Manipur.
मणिपुर में सिर्फ मैतेई लोग 8% में रह सकते हैं। दूसरा चीज, घर को जला दिया, फिर से उन लोगों ने बोला कि हमारे चर्च को जला दिया, हम लोग को आदमी को मारा। वो रिटालिएशन के प्रोसेस को वो फर्स्ट पार्ट में दिखा के विक्टिम कार्ड खेल रहे हैं। बिकॉज वो लोग क्यों कर रहे हैं मैं आपको अभी बताता हूं। द मेन aim by them is to get the separate administration. कुकी लैंड फॉर्म करने का उन लोगों का पहले से सपना था। वो क्यों? इसलिए वो लोग सब नेशनल न्यूज और इंटरनेशनल न्यूज पे वो लोग दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि मैतेई वर्सेस ट्राइब्स, कि हर ट्राइब उसको सपोर्ट कर सके। वो तो नहीं हो पाएगा। दूसरा चीज, मैतेई वर्सेस क्रिश्चियंस, वो भी टोटली रॉन्ग है, क्योंकि मैतेई में भी हिंदू भी है, क्रिश्चियन में भी है।
Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee Manipur founder N. Nilachandra demands abrogation of the customary law followed by Kuki chiefs, in which the chiefs are given ownership to entire land as it was already abrogated by the British in Chittagong Hill Tract in 1903. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, N. Nilachandra said the law of chieftaindom was removed from Naga inhabited areas and it was replaced by Village Authority Act in 1956. However, the law of chieftaindom is still continuing in Kuki inhabited areas as customary law, allowing village chiefs to set up new villages and inhabit outsiders according to his whims.
Village Authority Act 1956 ki matung inna tohum thokpa thabak paikhatpa Kuki ningthoksingna yadaduna leiri khulnau sandokpa amadi milau sinduna khunda hanba nauna semba khulda yum sahanduna lahenbagi thabak leptana tatarakpaduna Kuki gi khul masing tingamdana hengalakpani uman koktokpagi thabak leptana tatarakpa forest department su thawa sadana leitokpanasu khul changutpa hengalakpani.
Meitei Pangal CSOs under the supervision of All Manipur Muslim Organization Coordinating Committee have done background check in connection with the burning down of a 407 truck in Patso area recently. During interrogation of the two drivers of the vehicle, namely Atoy and Feroz Khan alias Yaibi, the CSOs found that the truck was carrying household items belonging to one Kabui woman who is a resident of Konglong Rongmei village, reportedly under the instruction of a Nepali Bengali rifleman currently staying at 1st MR quarter. Clarifying the same to media at Kairang Komidog yesterday, Ambakok also warned all members belonging to Meitei Pangal community to refrain from transporting goods and items without knowing details of owners, and warns to take on responsibility in the event of any untoward incident, and the entire Pangal community will not take responsibilities for any such individual actions, and also termed Kwakta area as buffer zone.
Makhatana kanagumba pangan isilinaw singe maraktagi any sort of mating haibatare pangbagi natragana pochai thindok thinjin gi thabakta senaramba taragati local gi adugumba leiriba club organization sing amadi activist singe mating ga loinana akoi pangan gi civil society organization singna yam akanba thabak paikhatkani akanba dandi pigani lanai oiba mongda mating pangba na chingba yauramba taragade madu pangan khunai na taita puroi masa masana taita pujagadabani aduga makhoi gi mathakta pangan khunai na su makhoi bo excuse to bagi wafam lairoi khoi chap chana moi gi mathakta action tawgani Kwakta area se masi akhoi buffer zone ama oiba maramna masi gi matangda nataba yamna thajadaba pau hek santokna rai adu yamna kupna akhoi seso singna mi kupna hom senaraga akhoi leijari masidai sida kanagumba singna ashoiba yoramba taragadi lemna tharoi adu mi singdugi mafam akhoi gi khunsida akhoi piroi makhoi singdu khundagi tanthokani.
Taking part in the press meet, Pradhan of Kairang Komido Gram Panchayat Chesabam Nurjaman Elias Dennis said that those who violate the decision of the village will be banished from the village. Representatives of Meitei Pangal Council, Meitei Pangal Apunba Loop and all Manipur Meitei Pangal Apunba Club were present during the meet.
Sumba transporter gi pose tawdana ba haidana publicity satna ekoi maiki kuthangda ekoi irang se loi phogi kanagumba ama phone kanagumba ami mateng pangbe roi haibasi ekoi yam nangalinge da awareness ekoi tawhre ekoi counseling pi biaba phom da ekoi pi jakre khata na su narco terrorism oiba posak se ekoi sogot pasu leite khoiba irang se da ekoi nakan nai na ekoi na meitei pangal sin sogot pasu leite tangai phane manpur integrity kai ra agadi ekoi meitei pangal su ekoi tumina leithoi tumina leiba ekoi mamang tharki gani irang sigi marak se da ngai phadana sumbagi ekoi transporter gi pot chai thangdok thangin tawba karikara raka leiba khudong chaba lobasi lepiu haiba if tawmagadi tangai phadana makhoi deida makhata na ekoi maram chaba matang basuna action logani khundai tanthokna bohona gani mari leina CS singam ekoi taidap tawraga area du gi mai thadoga ekoi khundai tanthokpa haiba warep sima ekoi chapchan ekoi thirep lojare.
A combined team of Commando Unit Thaubal and Women Police Station Thaubal under the initiative of Thaubal SP Jogesh Chandra Hawijam arrested 3 individuals in connection with girl-child trafficking in Yaripok, Hydropokpi area yesterday morning. According to police, the arrested persons are Mrs. Sarah MD Nauba from Yaripok, Hydropokpi and Begum Jan from Yaripok, Changamdabi Mathak. They were produced before Thaubal District Special Judge Court Pokso, and the court remanded them into 7 days of police custody. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on former Nambol MLA Namarakpam Loken, urging relevant authorities to convene an assembly session to take a concrete decision to resolve Manipur crisis. Keep watching Impact News.
HSLC exam da 10 position taduna maths amasung higher maths da 100 fangna subject topper oiba ngamjaki pumna makasi sir again ITC gi founder na hotna birakpadagini amadi ITC gi oza mayamna
ITC coaching center da chalubung tamdagi atai tuition mayamna pulap lepaga masida matam pan muda pra lai awar pa lai gramina kayam chakida
sir again amasung well qualified oza sing di guidance makada aina foundation yauzo hujaki study material piraki waduna ingona kana bafangki test obiki revision matam da su question pi bank amju pibi oza sing da
ITC China Agibu Atogimati Laila Sugi Maramda Mating Pangiraki.
Matamamada Cancer Gumba Arubalaina Layingba, Achoba Singnaba Amani, Infrastructure Matik Chana Leramde, Trevi Hospital Langol Laimanaida, Manipurgi Ahanba, Cancer Super Specialist, GM Medical Oncologist, Amasung, Manipurgi Ahanba, Surgical Oncology Degree Holder Lairaba, Luinana, Anoba Facility Kaya Pibata Natana, AB PMJAY Amadi CMHTM Panel Tauraba Hospital ni. Adongi Haksel Gidamak, Trevi Hospital na Lebli.
Welcome to UNACO College Kongman, a co-educational college affiliated to Manipur University, offering BA, BAc courses, regular classes with continuous evaluation, high-end technology-aided teaching, transportation, hostel and paying guest facilities at nominal cost are available. Session begins on 31st July 2023. Registration and admission is continuing.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Former Nambol MLA Namairakum Loken stresses the need to convene an assembly session at the earliest to take a concrete decision to resolve Manipur crisis. He was speaking on the sidelines of a blood donation camp organized by Nambol Block Congress Committee and Jenims at Jenims Blood Transfusion Units today. And Loken said Nambol Block Congress Committee stands for the Meitei community.
ngasi da leiriba sarkar bu leiribra ba ngasi ki chief minister bu han gi action bu karma mong da leiriba ge ba ma leira kanda irena manipur gi hojik thoi ba thogdo wa thok se ing bo ga di phare ma pham tha do ono ba ma leina kari gu ma ta su ngang da ba kari ma ta su tau da ba adu da ge dokna chief minister ma ba po se home gi adu kom da ba unified command gi chairman oi ba bu ro lok thok ki pi khra ne ba center na kari do gi center gi makhong pai ra kana ma gi pham ko na ba kari dom da hui ga center nozer to ba gi matam la ba hojik ta ma na de lai ma pi ga da ni si bo gi manung da si tau da Chief Minister ki resign to guni aduko Bharatiya Janata Party ki MLA khudi ma resign to ni to ba matam da Bharat Sarkar ju ta ga da banya ba ngasi da su handok traba aduko tongan ba separate administration tawri ba aduka da national highway de ban tawri ba tarik adu phau ki manung da aikoi na kari gum ba Bharat Sarkar na sida miyang changdra gadi aikoi leiri ba sarkar se adu ada to gune moi warep lo pham thu eb leiba ku yam nungsi ba tar ba ngasi da leiri ba Bharatiya Janata Party ki adugum ba MLA sing aduga sarkar ida sogoli ba kangbu na athu ba manipur da assembly ma pham kanda aikoi gi da congress ki manga kari ba manga sina aikoi assembly ko ruba ya ba natti aikoi gi da pham tok ba center da prime minister unana ba home minister unana ba ada chat ba unna ba mata pi gi da bani aduga sidana ma khoi na drama chana ba gi mong se aikoi dum khangi aduna assembly da athu ba matam da wari ma lawra kanda sibo gi manung da tawdra ga di na toru ba matam da di manipur gi praja miyam na ba khoi bo assembly dei tholok da lai loino hukka da bani ba
Yuva Janata Dal United Manipur State Unit also organized a blood donation camp in association with RIMS Blood Transfusion Medicine Department today. Volunteers of Yuva Janata Dal United Manipur State Unit donated blood at the camp. Speaking on the sidelines, the General Secretary of Yuva Janata Dal Manipur State Unit, Laishram Bhaskar, said that the blood donation camp was organized for the 5th time and that the unit has also provided relief materials at various relief camps.
Maru iba tindi blood for peace haiba asigi loina na ko ngasigi blood donation camp ase pangthok sabani aduga mi gi tang ahum dagi hauna masi tha ani fara fawa hela fawda manipur sakana hujik tawriba irang asi loisan bangam da basigi matungina koina ato topa mafam kaya da satuna relief camp da mateng pangwa aduga loina na ngasiga mangarak suna koigi blood donation camp ase smaina pangthok sabani koina maru ina ngasi pangthok sariba blood donation asi maru ina hujik lampham da changduna praja mayangi damakta mahut sinduna yamba sing naw sing na changduna lan thengna duna so pan yawriba mafam asida koina chapangam jatra faw dreams asida koina igi donate asi mogi khothang da yongnabi da mata koina ngasigi blood donation camp ase pangthok sabani.
Farmers at Irengbam Maning Lokol under Nambol Police Station in Bishnupur district had to halt their works midway and run for life as army personnel sounded alarm with siren from the hilltops today around 7 a.m. Army personnel sounded alarm and instructed the farmers to run. One of the farmers said they were earlier informed by the army that they could work in their paddy fields from 5:30 a.m. till 11 a.m. but suddenly today they sounded alarm, causing panic to the farmers.
Lang ama tawle chairen khong sila o haibada adu mayamna sigi kaino thabak se thon midana ba chahi ama chana ba gi khoina mana ma se kaino ma phokjeng khitang thajaba sida ti mayamna sarkar na mieng changbiyu ki thabak su bagi matam khara pibiyo khoida aina haijaning badi ai khoida pau pibiyo haiba changanu amsu changu haiba pibiyo haba khoi haijai pung karama thoigi matung da gi moi khoi changba ya de haiba khoi changja de haiba pung manga ma khai taruk tagi na pung mapan tara phok su ba ya haiba khoi cha bawani adugi matung da khoi changba ya ro haiba khoi chasaroi haba adu yani haba gi damakta khoina habak si sujaru bane haba adu yaroi haba oje khoi ke jong chamu jage akhoi jo siba ki.
Meanwhile, 5 farmers associations slammed Chief Minister N. Biren for not taking necessary measures to ensure safety of farmers at foothills despite announcing the same a week ago. They also said it is not feasible to inform relevant SPs before going to paddy field every time. Representatives of all Manipur Progressive Farmers Association Amfa, Lomi Sinmi, Apunba Loop, Losal, Loyalam Apunba Lomi Loop, La Loop, Kanglei Park, Progressive Farmers Association, KPFA and Irabat Foundation addressed media in this regard at Manipur Press Club today. Responding to Impact News query, Ampa President Konthaujam Thoiba said they called on Chief Minister N. Biren yesterday and urged him to provide adequate security to ensure safe paddy cultivation in the wake of attacks on farmers by suspected Kuki militants. He said they also drew the attention of the Chief Minister to set up a monitoring committee for the same.
Lomi sing na low wa chang ba ki ba karino da security sing jina koi karmai to dana lomi sing ki dana ba policy lori kari thodang lori ge je hoji phok da madu sab sa ba kanu si u da ba phibam se sina maram ora kan da hoji yam clear oina koi karmai to safe side oina low si pan ba ya ga da gi adagi irrigation da koi kuki sing na ga ban to dana irrigation thing da lari se mangjong na koi lising pharpam di mathau ta ya ba
hoji phawbudi hawdri Madugi Damakta Monitoring Committee da DC District ki DC amadi SP Monitoring Committee ke member wohen baina hairise masimak thabak oina pangthorakani haibagi thajabaduni akoina thamjarise Lomi na SP da ai labukta chatke na information tawramu haibase masi yadaba oiroidaba wani Lomi na thabak suba matam haibase tha manga changna sugadaba na te labukta hojiki matam sidaida aduna time bound nama akoina hairiba area se masi ngasi dagi numit marini bhaw manung da thabak si loisangani masi dai danangi district ki or natraga district tu da honorable chief minister ki maiki dagi deploy to bigidoriba security machine do maduna one day ahead thabak subham du dagi hairiba kuki militant sing do hearing range tu gi wangada ta thoku yu haibatu
Volunteers of the Women's Welfare Association Uripog Sorbon Tingel Haurong Bam Lekai along with Dreams Road South jointly held a skill development training program at the relief camp open at Thangwaiban Thau ground today. The program was organized by Thangwaiban United Club. According to the Women's Welfare Association Uripog Sorbon Tingel Haurongbam Lekai, 80% of the total amount collected through sales of candles and incense sticks made by the inmates will be their earnings, and the remaining amount will be donated to village volunteers. RD and PR Minister Yumnam Khemchand today initiated a distribution of special job cards under MGNREGA for people who are residing at relief camps with an aim to provide a source of income to them. Speaking on the sidelines, Minister Khemchand also maintained that work to provide benefits under housing scheme to people whose houses have been destroyed is underway. Minister Khemchand distributed 25 special job cards at relief camp open at Manipur College. He also distributed Rs 1,000 to 167 inmates as assured by state government. Speaking further, Minister Khemchand said people who have received special job cards can get work at Gram Panchayat area, which is nearest to their respective relief camps, and they will be given a daily wage of 260 rupees per day. He said the state government have also received approval from the ministry to allow those people who are taking shelter in urban areas to get work through this special job card. The minister maintained that the survey and counting of those houses which had been burnt down and destroyed in the violence is nearing its completion, and the reports will be submitted to the relevant ministry, and the benefits of housing scheme will be delivered at the earliest.
Maisakiba, the Yum Tuagiba, Adu Mamayamdugi, Masing Yam Thiri, Masing had Tiba Loibaga, Ministry that Harakanda, which is housing scheme to give Manunda Haitare, Hanasu, Mayama, Panabjangwani, Panabjangwani, and the Pangibo, Pangitabo, Handaki, Yamaita to Gosida, Yum Kai Tuagiba Sakiba, Mayamdugi, Ogishina compensation scheme, Barasakagi, like the scheme do Sigi, so you got to Nasida, you may Saki, Koki Sing do, Luina Hata, Mukimanunda, so you can target him on the Sita, and Daba Yaho, the Nava, Kitan section, Doxia, Namatam, Kralowani, quite to get the saying now, Wabasi, relief came the lady, Mayam Sini, Adana, Manipur, Santigi may say some. Togan side the lady, but couldn't obtain a print of the relief came the lady, but send say my event, sitting now, Jaisu, Punamaki and Biraganda, Manipuda, Santi Pura, Pupunama, Amato in the Lemina.
Moirang MLA T.H. Shanti urges all to join hands in facing threats to the territorial integrity of Manipur. He was speaking on the sidelines of distributing ration cards to inmates of relief camps open at Moirang, Konjingbam Lekai and Moirang Khoijol Kaitel today. The MLA also provided mattresses and blankets to the relief camps. Coordinating body of the DMU Constituent Colleges Students Union appeals to the government to remove security forces stationed at GP Women's College and LMS Law College under Dhanamanjuri University Imphal as semester examinations are just around the corner. Department of Fisheries observed the 23rd National Fish Farmers Day at the Training Hall of Directorate of Fisheries in Lamphil Park today. Speaking on the occasion, Fisheries Director H. Balkrishna said Manipur is the third most developed state in Northeast region when it comes to fisheries, and he credited the same to the hard work of fish farmers and officials of the Fishery Department. He added that Manipur has great potential for fishery and so far only 32% could be tapped due to lack of capital investment. He said the state government could cover only 10% of fish farmers under various schemes. H. Balkrishna urged farmers to visit the website of the Fisheries Department and provide interactive as well as suggestive comments. He assured the farmers that the department will try its best to solve any problems facing fish farmers. Cash awards were presented to best fish farmers and best employee of the department was also felicitated on the occasion. MPSC Secretary Nita Rambam, Joint Director Okram Jibanlata, officials and staff of the department and fish farmers attended the program.
Government of India ki guideline makada KCC loan kisan credit loan pibagi wapam mayam lay ado kanna ta ibani kanusin loan sida maramdi self sufficient oiba self sustainable oiba aquaculture si portaba yade haidna lairibani loinana chumdasu loan pisilakpa sumdasu scheme se farmer ki friendly oiba mongda yamna haibadi moi gi thengnariba asengba genuine problem du address to ngamba scheme je mathang pirak taragadine akoi aquaculture ki fisheries ki resource ki potential si at least hojik khoi 32% khatang tap tawda ngairi aduna ni kona dabase hai aduna sumsoi soidana yamna fully utilize tawba fully harness tawdo ngamba du athubada oisunu haina isodasu nijari amadi farmers indasu aina khonaba lepi ganu haina appeal tawjari.
Week-long celebration of the 74th Van Mahotsav on the theme Each One Plan One Stop the Chop began at Vangyayan state level Shri Lily Festival Heritage at Shri Village in Ukhrul district today. Ukhrul Forest Department organized the event in association with Shri Village and Ukhrul District Administration. Gracing the event, Ukhrul MLA Ramuiva, retired IAS, expressed worry that the historic Shri Hill Range is getting deforested. He said the mass tree plantation drive was launched today to save forest covers of the hill range. Ukhrul DC, Additional SP, Autonomous District Council CEO, Ukhrul DFO, DLO and Shri villages took part in the event and around 400 saplings were planted to mark the opening day.
It is a very significant day and also in a significant place. Shri Kashong has been part of the folklore, the tradition and the heritage of Manipur state. All the, the folktale, the legends, ballet and the myths of Tangpurs are associated with Shirui Peak. Shirui Peak, as we know, is one of the few pine forests in Manipur. Together with Shirui Peak, Pangre and Kharwakangai, Pushing, and these are some of the very rare pine forests of Manipur. And Shirui Peak, as we know, supplied water, drinking water to the entire Ukhrul town. Because of the deforestation, source of water has been depleted. So today we are going to plant trees even at the intake point.
Thaubal Forest Division also observed the 74th Van Mahotsav at Kairak Wabagai Cherauching, Wabagai Buffalo Farm today. Thaubal DF4 TH Lokendro, MFS, Chandel ACF and Munal Mite, MFS, Kakching RF4 L Dinesh, Thaubal RF4 S Samungo and Adam Secretary Surjit Ketrimayum along with displaced people from Sero and Sugunu who are taking refuge at Sanatombi High School in Kairak planted various tree saplings in the surroundings of Ibudao Thangjing Shrine at Thangjing Hills. Now the sports news. The 62nd state level under-14 boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament kicked off today under the aegis of Youth Affairs and Sports Manipur at Kumalampak Sports Complex main stadium. In the first match of the tournament, Nirmala Rani High School, Imphal West, dropped Public English School, Thaubal 4-0. For the winners, Yakomba, Aboton, Jenin and Aliba scored 1 goal each at the 4th, 6th, 13th and 18th minute. 2 matches will be played tomorrow. Winner of the tournament, participated by 7 teams, will represent Manipur in the upcoming 62nd national level under-14 boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament in New Delhi. The 62nd state level under-17 boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament also kicked off at the main stadium of Kumalampak Sports Complex today. Director of IAS T. Pulen, MCS Deputy Director Y. Kiranmala and various other eminent persons of the department graced the opening day. In the first match played today, TG English School Bishnupur defeated Kangsin Lung Higher Secondary School Noni 3-0. W. Suras of TG English School Bishnupur scored 2 goals, while his teammate W. James added another goal to set up the first win. A total of 7 teams are taking part in the tournament. The winner of the tournament will represent Manipur in the 62nd national level under-17 boys Subroto Mukherjee football tournament to be held in New Delhi later. Two players of All Manipur Bodybuilders Association, AMBA, have won 2 gold medals and a silver medal in the 13th South Asian Bodybuilding and Physics Sports Championship, which was recently held at Maldives. Thingujam Ritesh Singh won a gold medal in junior men's bodybuilding category, while Rajkumar Sanatoy Mite won another gold medal in men's fitness physics and a silver medal in senior men's bodybuilding. All Manipur Bodybuilders Association today accorded a warm welcome to both the bodybuilders upon their arrival at Imphal International Airport. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 1 Meitei youth killed and another injured in attacks by well-armed suspected Kuki militants at Singda Kangchup Hill Range and Imphal West District today. CLP leader Okrami Bobby slams Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. R.K. Ranjan for holding Congress party accountable for current Manipur crisis. Indian Union Muslim League team of 4 members of parliament and 2 party leaders arrives in Imphal on 2-day state visit to take stock of the prevailing situation. And government extends ban on mobile data services and internet data services in Manipur for another 5 days till 3 p.m. of July 15. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Prime Time Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Siri Siri Gaurachandraya Nama. Purvashramda Ekhoi Khwaibu Konbiramba National Awardee Sri Oinam Chawa Singna Magi Nungsijaraba